So, you know, Millie go see her parole officer or whatever. And, it has been 10 years since your girl got scratched. It's been 10 years now. So she go over to Enzo, try to hit on Enzo. Enzo got so offended. He basically like cussed her out in Italian, told her it was dangerous and she should get out. Now, when the package comes from the mama, first of all, the mama did not drop it off to the wife. All right. It was sent. It was mailed. And the package was of baby clothes. It was of old baby clothes from Andrew. All right. And it was kind of like a gut punch when he unboxed this gift because, they've been having issues trying to conceive. I also want to point out that it was actually Andrew's idea to go to the play. It was not Nina's. It was Andrew's idea to go to the play. He told Millie. Millie cleared it with Nina. And Nina told her to go ahead and book it. That'll be all right because Cecilia was going to be away at the day camp. Now, they do go to the opera or whatever, and they do go to dinner. And while they're at dinner, Nina actually calls Andrew, and he picks up. He picks up the phone at the table while they're having dinner. They have a conversation. They hang up. But then, they had a couple bottles of wine at dinner. So while they on their way to the hotel, they filling each other up in the cab, making that and shit. Then when they get to the hotel, baby, you think they got 2 rooms? No, 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 no. No, ma'am. No ham, no turkey. No, they got 1 room. They spent the night in that room and they bound chicka wow wow. He also didn't compliment her the next morning. He just told her, this can't happen again, right? They also didn't rush home either. Hell, they had plenty of time. Nina also stopped somewhere and went shopping before she even got to the damn house. Now, Nina, knowing that they slept together, hasn't said anything, but she's being very, very passive aggressive. She is making that girl life hell. For example, she will send a girl to the grocery store and give her a list one by one while she at the store. So say you at the HEB, right? Go to HEB and pick me up some apple juice. But she won't say the brand, she won't say how many, and she won't say what else. So then when she gets to the store to get the damn apple juice, she got to let them know every flavor, every kind, every size of apple juice that they got over there at the HEB. And then she would take forever to respond. So something that would probably take like a 20-minute store run, she'll be there over an hour. Then she would call the store and tell the security people at the store that she's stealing. Child gave them a description and everything. I tell you, sis was doing, she was cuckoo. Now, when Andrew put Nina out, Millie wasn't right there. She was at the top of the stairs and she just so happened to overhear everything. And she also didn't get slapped. But she did ask her, do you need me to help you pack? And Andrew was also the one who fired Enzo. And it wasn't because he was looking at her through the window, the blinds, or whatever. No, it was just Andrew being Andrew. Baby, he kicked Nina out, fired the Enzo, made love to Millie, and then locked her ass up in the room. Now let's get into Nina's point of view. Now, Nina was with Andrew for 8 years. They did meet how you seen in the movie with the breast milk leaking overnight, and he went to go check on her. They went out to dinner, made love, I want to say within that same week, and then she basically never left his house. A couple months later, they were married and living happily ever after, or so she thought. Now, when he locked her up the first time, baby, she could not believe it. So much so, after she got out, she told people and nobody believed her, which what admitted her into the crazy house. Now, when he locked her up the first time, it really was because of her roots. All right? It really was because of her roots. But she didn't say she was going to go get it done. He noticed that they were dark, and she was like, oh, I'll take care of it tomorrow. And later on that night, that's when he locked her up into that damn room. Now, how they convinced her she was crazy is because, of course, they have to do an investigation, and Andrew denied. And when they went to go look at the room was completely different from what she remembered it. So the doctor convinced her it was trauma and that she made it all up in her head. And she really did believe that's what she did. So the therapist encouraged her to go back up to the room in the attic in the house because she was scared at this point. She was scared to touch that room. She was scared to go back. Child, when she got to that room and turned on the light was so bright it blinded her, right? So then the only option was to turn the lights off. So this is when he locked her in the room for the second time when she knew she wasn't crazy. He told her light is a privilege. So, and you left the lights on the other day. Now, mind you, she didn't leave the lights on. Andrew left the lights on, but she took the blame for him because his mama had something to say. That's a whole nother story. Baby Andrew told Nina she got two choices. She said you can either stay with the light brights or it can be dark as night. Your choice. And that baby is allergic to peanut butter. Can you believe Andrew was using the peanut butter as a tool to keep Nina in line? What? And him and his raggedy ass, bald-headed ass mama was making this little girl wear these damn prom dresses to school. Now the baby 8. The baby 8 can't even do a cartwheel on the playground because you got her in fucking full lace and ruffles. I mean, the baby get bullied, she get teased because who dressed like that? She ain't going to Carnation. That baby trying to play Duck, Duck, Goose. She can't even play Duck, Duck, Goose.